Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Jeff Goldberg studio. I'm broadcasting to you live from the actual Jeff Goldberg studio. That's right. Here I am in Bombay at the actual studio itself. But 8 months ago, our lives changed like everybody else's in the world when suddenly we were locked down in the quarantine. And at that time, a wonderful group of actors, way back in March, had embarked upon their advanced program here at our studio. Now, their studies were meant to be 3 months, but well, 8 months later, we're still at it. And we have had a wonderful, wonderful, incredible journey as a team and as a family. And now it is time for us to present to you our advanced production here in the incredible Jeff Goldberg Studio Zoom virtual theater. This medium and this format is something that we as actors, as artists, as directors are discovering, and we are so thrilled by it and so elated to be able to share it with you. And this evening, we're going to do just that with a wonderful production. Now, tonight's production is titled Love, and love is very much its theme. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we came up with a little bit of a phrase, which was love is a battlefield. Because love comes in all shapes and sizes, in all types, and all kinds of relationships. And tonight you're going to have the opportunity to look at 5 different sets of couples going through the motions of love. The first one is about how two strangers can find kindness in love towards each other. The second pairing is about two friends on the edge of something very difficult and how love can be the thing that binds them. The third pairing is that of romantic love. Two people who are haunted by the shadows of their past lives and are struggling to be who they want to be to each other in the moment. The fourth pairing is about enemies and how even in anonymity, sometimes there can be kindness and love. Lastly, we're going to end it with a couple who are broken up and divorced and what happens to love when it's over. Now, this showcase is an extremely personal production for me, but also our actors. Much more personal than any of the work we've ever really done before in the advanced productions. And let me explain why. Because every single monologue you are going to see this evening was written by the actor himself or herself. That's right. Our actors developed these characters from the ground up using the skill sets of our 9-month conservatory program to build characters that would come to life between action and cut for you this evening, and they wrote their monologues. Interspersed between their monologues, they will remain in character, but with one of their partners do a scene. Now, the scenes are from found material, meaning produced material, albeit films, theater, television. So here you're going to watch our actors live out the circumstances, the situations, and the relationships of their characters across a monologue and a scene. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more of your time because who wants to hear me talk? I can go on, and sometimes that's a bit boring. So let's get to the rules of the road. This evening's show is 2 hours long. There is no intermission. If you want to really get up and go get some popcorn from the fridge or out of the microwave, go right ahead. I don't know why you keep popcorn in the fridge. I don't even know why I said that. But there is no intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's come to some of the technical things. I ask that throughout the show, you keep your cameras off. Please keep your cameras off, okay? So everybody, please make sure that your camera is off throughout the show. That's the first rule of the road. And the second rule of the road is that I ask that you keep your microphones off as well. So microphones and cameras off. Those are the rules of the virtual theater. Now, one thing that I'd like all of us to do together in our settings is please go over to your settings, wherever it is on your device, okay? It might be at the bottom of the screen, might be on the upper left-hand corner. Excuse me. But please go over to your video settings and please click on video settings, scroll in the menu down to the one box that says hide non-video participants. Click on the hide non-video participants, please. Make sure that you click on hide non-video participants such that you can see our actors and you won't have any distractions throughout the show. I'm going to trust that everyone has done this now. One last thing that you can do is choose which view you would like to watch the show in. I personally favor the speaker view because it allows a full frame. Now, in the scenes, it will edit between the two actors, giving a very cinematic feel, which is how I directed the show and was how I recommend you watch the show. So please, if you'd like to see the show in the format it was directed in, please go to speaker view. But if you want to see both actors in two separate windows while they're working, you can watch in gallery view as well. It really is up to you, ladies and gentlemen. With that said, select your view, click off hide non-video participants, make sure your cameras and your mic stay off throughout the show. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this evening, our advanced batch presents our wonderful production of Love. Love is a Battlefield. Thank you very much. Good night. Enjoy.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me. I've never felt like this before. Not in the entire 40 years of my life. It's as if, someone or something deep inside me is shaking me. I mean, how could you take such a big risk of donating your kidney to me? What were you thinking? Who the hell you are? I mean, weren't you scared? I mean, who was I to you? Look at you, lying so calm and peaceful on this hospital bed, ready for your eternal journey, as if you have lived your life, as if you have achieved your life purpose. I mean, you were so young. You had your whole life in front of you. Unlike me, I mean, I have no one to live for, nothing to look forward to. Remember? Remember how you used to tell me that I was like this big tree with branches and leaves providing shade to anybody and everybody who wanted to rest a while? Remember? Yeah, that's literally what I had become. And you know that people don't care what tree it is really on the roadside as long as it provides shade and, you know, shelter from the rain. Or for that matter, the lovers meeting clandestinely under the tree, exchanging vows, making promises. And and then when they can't fulfill those promises or they break up, then one of them again comes back under the tree, blaming, sulking, crying, and wanting to die. Yeah, you know that, right? I've had people confessing to me that they wanted to end it. Yeah, and you know that I was able to convince most of them to come out of that shitty hole of self pity and look at the brighter side of things. People had noticed me and the way I had brought up my siblings. Many of them who came to my shop talked about their personal woes because they knew I wouldn't gossip. You know, I will listen. I missed Amma very badly because all I could remember about her is she was always sick. She couldn't much look after me or, you know, express her love towards me. So I saw her in every woman in the village, and I just wanted to help them. As you know, soon the whole village had started looking at me as if, you know, I have this comforting shoulder to cry on or brother to rely on. Some would even seek my advice on their personal matters. But in all this, I forgot what it is like being loved. I failed to understand your feelings towards me. I just failed. Remember the day you had come to my shop looking for a job? Although you pretended to be bold and hid your tears behind your beautiful eyes, I knew you desperately needed the job. Yeah, you actually reminded me of myself when I was your age. Both of us knew the pains of hardships, right? While growing up, even the basics like regular meals were scarce. But I feel in hindsight, you know what? It actually worked in my favor. You know, having no one to complain to or no one to talk to, that made me a man of iron will and few words. And I literally grew into this sturdy tree, you know, providing shade wherever I could without expecting anything in return. Yeah. I don't remember anyone ever thanking me. Or for that matter, even I never expected anything from anybody. And if someone did acknowledge me, actually, you know that once in a while, I actually felt vulnerable. And that's exactly what I felt when I met you for the first time. I mean, I gave you this job, of course, because you were capable and you worked diligently, but because I felt good that I could be of help to you when you needed it the most. I thought, after all, who can be, bigger and generous than a tree, right? And look at this. Look at this. You, a small sapling, just shattered this very belief of my life by sacrificing your life for me. Why? And why did I not talk to you like this before? I mean, not even when you brought me into this hospital. Why? I don't know. I mean, what was our connection? Oh, wait. Oh, God. What a fool I am, or I must be completely blind. I mean, your name is Meenakshi, and so was Amma's. Yes, of course, man. Of course, I've dug ditches before, so I'm guessing, filling in
No,
them
no.
would be
I,
hard.
I mean was you have no objections, right?
No, I, I, I don't. It's just,
Just what?
come on, man. You know this isn't easy for me, right? It's not easy.
One thing, I'm not a man, all right? And if you're
Sorry, pal.
sentimental about it,
Sorry, pal.
just bury me using your hands instead of a shovel.
You are funny. You're funny.
Listen, only you can help me by doing what I ask you to do.
But but that's not helping you, pal. I mean, who you helping when you bury the dead? I mean, I would rather save a life, right?
So you do have objections now, right?
I mean, look, you ask me to do something, I will do it. I mean, I'm trying, right? I'm trying.
That's what I want you to do. If you can't do it, then why did you say yes? Why?
Look, man, you give someone a few.
I'm not a man, all right?
Okay, look, pal, you ask someone, you give someone 1,000 rupees for an hour's job. I mean, you would be a fool not to do it, right? But but let me think.
But
Let me think. I'm sure there must be some other way to do it, right?
but you'll do what I ask, will you?
Yeah, I will. But I have a condition.
You have a condition. What condition do you have?
Yeah. Just talk to me till I log off. Okay?
Is that all?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Or you just want to know why?
Sure. Bye. Okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I can understand. I can understand. But I mean, how does it matter if you're buried or not? Because once you're dead, right?
I've already found my solution. All right?
Look, suicide isn't a solution.
It's always a solution. Why don't you get it?
Come on, you don't mean that, right?
I do. I really do. All right? I really do.
I mean, what could have possibly happened that this is the solution? Because if this was the solution to life's problems, we all would be dead, right?
Listen, you either do the job or don't, all right? But I don't want any more your bullshit question. Did you get it?
Okay.
You get it?
Calm down. Got it. Got it.
Get it, right? Thank you so much.
Got it.
Thank you so much.
But you know what? I'm going to continue talking to you till I log off.
Okay? Why you want to talk? Can't you see? I don't want to talk to you.
I am going to talk to you. Okay?
Why you want to talk?
Because I care.
You care.
Yeah.
Really? You don't know me. How you can care about me?
But I relate.
Yeah. Really? Like how? I don't think so. You're close to this.
You know what? Even I was going to a while back.
Well, back what?
End it.
Ended what?
Yeah. I mean, it was just a bunch of stupid stuff, happening all at the same time. And it was pretty hopeless, I mean, I don't remember exactly, but I stayed awake for 2 days straight and I decided that I'm going to do it. I was done. I decided that I'm going to wander the city for 2 days, spend all my money, and then jump off my building. Right? Yeah, 2 days. 2 days I would live my life. Yeah. Sure enough, I decided to. I just walked and walked and walked. I spent all my money, and I walked till my legs almost gave in. I was going back to my building, right? Next to my building, there is this chicken roll shop. I'm just passing by that. There's this guy who comes out of that chicken roll shop. He sees me. He comes to me and hands over this chicken roll to me and says, "You look hungry. Eat this," and walks away. And I have never seen him before. I never see him again. And I'm not even thinking about it, right? I just keep going. I reach to the top of the building. One more flight of steps and I'm on the roof, right? Yeah. And I looked around. And I realized this was it. This was the last thing I would see before I die. And I'm not kidding, man. The view from the top, the skyline was beautiful. I don't know. I just walked towards the edge of my roof, right? And while walking, I just realized that I'm carrying this chicken roll in my hand. So I say, what the hell? I just sit down with the back to the AC unit and look at the city. The city lights, twinkling like stars. Spectacular. I don't know how long I sat there. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether it was the chicken roll or whether it was the skyline or it was, walking for 2 days, spending all my money. But I realized that life is beautiful and things can work out. Yeah, things can work out, man. And it's worth living. Think about it.
So according to you, did it?
What?
Did everything work out? No, right? Yes?
I've lost all my money now.
You're a funny man.
Thank you.
So life doesn't get better, right? No, right?
I don't know whether it gets better, but I don't even know what is better life.
I mean, you have nothing that you can call yours. How can you say that?
But look, possessions aren't everything in life, right? I mean, you don't even carry with them when you die, correct? I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, look outside your window, open the curtain, look, let the sun come onto your face, and the wind blow on your hair. Feel that. Feel that. Or listen to your favorite song. You know? Or or just or just reminding a friend that things can work out and life is worth living. Think about it, man. Think.
No,
It
no, no, I don't want to think about just enough. Please,
okay,
just say enough.
calm down, calm down.
This anymore.
Fine, fine, calm down.
I can't take this anymore.
Look at me.
Listen, I'm just PTM you the money. All right, just do your job. That's it. I don't want anything from you.
Hold on, hold on,
I don't want anything from you.
hold on, hold on. Let's do it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Okay?
Tomorrow.
Because I have to log off just now. Tomorrow morning.
But you'll do it tomorrow?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I will see you tomorrow morning.
Are you
Okay?
sure?
Absolutely. I've got to log off now.
All right. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. No, you will see me tomorrow.
We will see each other tomorrow. Okay? We will see each other tomorrow. Right? Right. I've got to go now. I've got to log off. Bye.
Goodbye. Wait. What's your name? You didn't tell me your name.
Tomorrow morning at sunrise. Okay? I'll tell you tomorrow morning at sunrise. Bye for now. See you.
Goodbye. Hi, Dad. I hope you're all right. I know you always stay happy. You're always fine. Today, I want to tell you something, Dad. Do you know whoever asked me how are you? I always reply them with a happy surface answer. Do you know why, Dad? Because who lives in this body and in my soul are different. One is a man. Of course, one is a man. But another is more woman, Dad. मैं जो भी हूं मैं हमेशा इसे छिपाता रहा हमेशा भागता रहा इससे लेकिन आज नहीं भागूंगा Dad, I'm a girl. मैं अंदर से एक लड़की हूँ और ये बात बोलने में मुझे आज किसी का डर नहीं है ना इस सोसाइटी का और ना ही इस आदमी का जो मेरे बॉडी में रहता है बड़ी मुश्किल से आया हिम्मत Dad. आपने मुझे लंदन के एक बोर्डिंग स्कूल में भेज दिया I stepped into a new world जहां हर कोई खुश था हर किसी के चेहरे में रौनक थी Dad. मैं अकेली ऐसी थी जिसको खुशी का मतलब तक नहीं पता था आप महीने में 1-2 बार फोन कर लेते थे हमारी 4, 5, 6 लाइनों में बात हो जाती थी पर डैड क्या आपने मुझसे एक बार भी पूछा कि तू कैसा है सब कुछ ठीक तो है उस दो सवाल के लिए मैं बहुत डिस्परेट था डैड, बहुत डिस्परेट था, क्योंकि सब कुछ ठीक नहीं था, सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं था। मैं मॉम को मिस करता था डैड, दीदी को मिस करता था। Do you know that I was beaten to death. I was being bullied every day for what I am. मैं आपको मिस करता था डैड। उन 12 सालों में मैं उस हर फोन कॉल में चीखती थी, चिल्लाती थी, पर आपने वो चीख कभी नहीं सुनी। आपने भी वही सुना जो बाकियों ने सुना। मैं एक ऐसे रास्ते में चली थी जो मुझे खुद नहीं पता था कि मैं कौन हूं। एक बार बस एक बार आपकी मुझसे सुनना चाहती थी डैड कि तू जो भी है पापा तुम्हारे साथ है, बस उतना ही डैड, बस उतना ही। 6 साल की थी मैं जब बॉम ने अपने कमरे में खुद को फांसी लगा दी। पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों किया उन्होंने। शी यूज्ड टू टेल मी दैट आई एम हर मोस्ट स्पेशल चाइल्ड। मुझे आज भी याद है वो प्रेयर जो मुझे रोज रात को गा के सुनाया करती थी। अपने उन कोमल हाथों से मुझे कस के पकड़ती थी और मैं से बाजू में सर रख के सोती थी। That that time I was so secure, I was so protected, Dad. मेरे लिए सब कुछ थी वो। मॉम के जाने के बाद दीदी ने मुझे संभाला, मुझे कभी अकेले रहने नहीं देती थी। After mom, she gave me her every ounce of love and keep me as a most precious diamond. She was the one actually who introduced the real me. Actually, the real me. What actually I am. कुछ कुछ दिनों बाद we had a fight और हमने कई दिनों तक बात नहीं की। Then she went to sleep and never woke up. Never woke up. मैंने लाखों बुलाया, मैंने लाखों माफी मांगी, पर वो नहीं सुनी। ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो मेरे से बात ही नहीं करना चाहती है। अगर अगर ये स्पेशल होना है तो फिर कर्ज का मतलब क्या है डैड? बता सकते हैं आप क्या है? जब भी दीदी को मिस करती थी तो उनके कपड़े और फेस पे मेकअप लगाती थी। Whenever this fabric touches my skin, my whole body embraces with it. ऐसा लगता है कि दीदी मेरे साइड में बैठी है और मुझे देख रही है। This red color rolls into this lips. I just become myself, what actually I am, not what this body is holding. Do you know that a man was living on this edge of this skin who didn't give me a single drop of life? I was choked by his bare hand. I was denied every day. I was murdered every single second. He never accepted me that I was living on his core. Do you know that I was barely alive, Dad? I was I was barely alive. I was barely alive. Today, I choked him till his last breath. Today I murdered him. Today I just become myself, what I am actually. That you wanna accept it? Very good. If not, then it's fucking awesome because that's what I'm expecting from you. All right? Today, in fact, from now, I'm gonna live rest of my life as a girl, as a woman. and and this time you can't stop me. Not this time. Not this time.
हाँ पता नहीं यार, मतलब बहुत अलग सी फीलिंग आ रही है अंदर, जैसे कोई खड़े जीतने वाला हो। कैसे मिस्टर एंड मिसेस चौकसी? बढ़िया? हो गई पार्टी? घटिया दिखावा? वैसे कैसे नहीं करते? बेटा इंजीनियर जो बन गए, सॉफ्टवेयर वाले। अब तो हम भी सोसाइटी में बोलने लायक हो गए हैं जी, कि घर में सिर्फ बिजनेसमैन नहीं, इंजीनियर भी है। सच अ बिग अकम्प्लिशमेंट। इसके बाद क्या मांगा? बेटा सिर्फ एक अचीवमेंट है या इंसान है? अब आप पूछोगे कि मैं पार्टी के लिए क्यों नहीं आया। इसलिए नहीं आया क्योंकि मैं थक चुका हूं, पूरी तरह से थक चुका। और कितनी एक्टिंग करना तो क्या है? पिछले 21 सालों से बेवकूफ बना रहा हूं सब लोगों को। अब जरा सच बोल। मम्मा, आपको याद है मैं जब 3 साल का था, आपने मुझे मारा था क्योंकि मैं गुड्डे गुड़ियों के साथ में खेलता था। आपने मुझे बोला था कि आज के बाद ये लड़कियों वाली हरकतें की, जबान निकाल ली। उस दिन मेरे अंदर एक डर बैठ गया। उसके बाद से कभी भी मैंने गुड्डे गुड़ियों को हाथ नहीं लगाया। बहुत मन करता था अंदर से खेलने का, फिर जाऊं खेल गुड्डे गुड़ियों के साथ में। जब भी मन करता था आपका चेहरा मेरे सामने आ जाता था। गुड़ियों के साथ में खेलने का जो मेरा सपना था ना, वो सपना ही बन गया। आज मुझे अपनी डिग्री मिल गई है, तो मैं आपसे ये बोलना चाहता हूं कि मैं जा रहा हूं। मैं जा रहा हूं फिर से उन गुड्डे गुड़ियों के साथ में खेलने। मैं जा रहा हूं फिर से अपने आप की तलाश करने। उस बच्चे को आपने ऐसा डराया था ना, कि उसके बाद वो कभी वापस नहीं आया। मैं उस बच्चे को ढूंढने जा रहा हूं। जब वो मुझे मिल जाएगा ना, तब मैं वापस आ जाऊंगा। माँ, मैं आपका बेटा जरूर हूं यार, मतलब हूं मैं आपका बेटा, पर मेरे अंदर लड़की वाले कोई भी लक्षण नहीं है। ना मुझे लड़कियां पसंद है, हाँ मेरे अंदर कोई मर्दाना शौक है। मुझे वो अच्छा लगता है जो आपको पसंद है। मुझे सजना संवरना पसंद है। मुझे आपके जैसे मांग में संदूर भरना पसंद है। आप जैसे वो लिपस्टिक लगाती हो और जिस हिसाब से वो चूड़ियां पहनती हो और मम्मा जिस हिसाब से आप पल्लू ऊपर करके चढ़ाती हो, मुझे वो बहुत अच्छा लगता है। ये मैं नहीं हूँ, ये मैं बिल्कुल नहीं हूँ। ये मुझे बनाया गया, आपने, पापा ने, लोगों ने बोल बोल के कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे। माँ चुराने गए, नहीं चाहिए ऐसे, नहीं चाहिए ऐसे मम्मी पापा जो मुझे बनने पे मजबूर कर। दम घुटता था मेरा, सांस नहीं ले पाता था मैं, ऐसा लगता था कि कोई गला दबा रहा है। बहुत तकलीफ होती थी मम्मा, ऐसा लगता था कि कोई गला दबा रहा है, मार देगा। तब आप कहाँ थे? हाँ? When I needed you the most, where the fuck were you? तकलीफ हो रही है ना, मुझे भी हुई थी 21 सालों, जस्ट इमेजिन एवरी फकिंग डे। और अभी तो और होनी बाकी है मम्मी, और भी तो है आपके जैसे नमूने बाहर जिनसे जीने का हक छीनना पड़ेगा, भागने से थोड़ी ना मिलेगा। But you know what? I don't fucking care. मैं आपसे वही करूंगा जो मुझे करना है। मैं एक औरत और एक औरत ही बन के रहूंगा, उखाड़ लो। And if you think that I'll be needing your money for that, just wait and watch. I'll earn it myself and I'll become that. उस चीज को मैं खुद कमाऊंगा मम्मा। And I don't expect कि आप लोग मेरा साथ दो। कि of course यार, सोसाइटी, स्टेटस, इज्जत बहुत ज्यादा है ना आप लोगों की। Don't worry, I won't be a burden on you after all this drama. मैं जा रहा हूँ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया यार, आपने इतने साल पाल लिए। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने एजुकेशन के पैसे भर दिए। Maybe someday I'll pay back you. और जो आपने मेरे साथ किया है ना मम्मा, I'll never be able to forgive you. Never.
वैष्णवी, इसमें पीयूष, मेरे पीछे पुलिस पड़ी है, उन्होंने बहन को मार दिया है। मैं बोला उसको गोली मत चला, मैं उसको चिल्ला के बोला था गोली मत चला, ये टाइम शान पट्टी का नहीं है। मैं वो मर चुका है। तेरे को निकलना पड़ेगा वहां से। वो लोग मेरे पीछे पड़े, वो लोग मेरे बाप के पीछे पड़े। मैं तुम लोग को बोल रहा था, पिछले 2 हफ्ते से मैं चिल्ला रहा था कि निकल जाओ यहाँ से। मेरे साथ रहोगे तो कुत्ते से भी गंदी मौत मिलेगी तुम लोग को। क्यों? एक सिंपल सी बात तुम लोग को सिंपल में क्यों नहीं समझती है? क्यों इतना बड़ा ड्रामा होने के बाद बुद्धि आती तुम लोगों को? 7 साल का था तब से मैं हूं। मैं छोटा बच्चा था जब हाथ में बंदूक पकड़ी थी मैंने। हर एक नस को जानता हूं मैं यहाँ पे। क्या 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 उखड़ लिया तूने? मरा ना बहन? मैं चूतिया था क्या जो पिछले 2 हफ्ते से बोल रहा था भाग जाओ यहाँ से? सीबीआई पीछे पड़ी है मेरी। देख यार, ये लोग मेरे को छोड़ेंगे नहीं। ये तू पूछती थी ना,
तो पूछती थी ना मैं गैराज क्यों जाता था रात को, क्यों लेट आता था। मैं बता दूं तेरे को, ये जो पुलिस ऑफिसर है, दो वहां पे संजय प्रवीण, ये सीबीआई के 2 एजेंट है। मैं इनके साथ पिछले 6 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ एज एन एसेट। इन्होंने मेरे को प्रॉमिस किया था कि इम्यूनिटी करेंगे। इन्होंने मुझे प्रॉमिस किया था कि जब मुझे देश से छोड़ना वो लोग मुझे पासपोर्ट देंगे। जब जब मेरे बाप जब जेल से घर आया था, इन्होंने मुझे यूज किया वहां पे। मेरे बाप का इलीगल गन का काम है, उन्होंने वो उस चीज से मेरे को यूज किया है। मैं अपनी मर्जी से ये सब नहीं करना चाहता था। ये मुझे फंसाया जा रहा है यहाँ पे। ये ड्रग्स, ये क्राइम, ये मैं नहीं हूँ। मैंने किसी को नहीं मारा है। ये मीडिया में जो बताया जा रहा है ये गलत है। माही में जो किलिंग हुई है वो मैंने और ना ही मेरे गैंग ने की है, वो समीर की गैंग ने की है। मीडिया में गलत बताया जा रहा है। मीडिया में जो भी मेरी बहन के बारे में बताया जा रहा है वो मुझसे नहीं है। मैं उस पिछले 2 साल से उससे मिला भी नहीं हूँ। सुन सुन, मैं तुझे ये पेन ड्राइव दे रहा हूँ। ये पेन ड्राइव में अपने एंड टाइम पे कुछ चीज मिलती है। हाँ ये अरे अनिता, ये पेन ड्राइव है। ये तुझे कैसे भी करके फे डिसूजा जो जर्नलिस्ट है उसको पहुंचाना है। ये पेन ड्राइव में सारी ऑडियो वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग्स है। मैं जब भी सीबीआई के 2 एजेंट जिनसे मिलने जाता था, संजय प्रवीण, उन लोग मुझे खुद ड्रग्स पेडलर का नाम देते थे। बंबई में जितने भी ड्रग है, जितने लोग को मैं खुद नहीं जानता, उन लोग ये लोग को जानते हैं। वो लोग मेरे को बस वो लोग मेरे को बोलते थे कि ये जो भी ड्रग्स पेडलर के नाम दिए है, उनको जाके उनके साथ दोस्ती बनाओ, उनके साथ लिंक्स फॉर्म करो, उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स बनो, उनके सारी A to Z इंफॉर्मेशन निकालो। ठीक ठीक मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ। मैं जैसे बाकी लोगों को लगता है मैं बहुत खराब इंसान हूँ, मैं डराव इंसान हूँ, मैं वैसा नहीं हूँ। ये मेरे को फंसाया जा रहा है। ये मैं बचेगा नहीं। तेरे को प्लीज वो पेन ड्राइव कैसे भी करके पहुंचाना है। वो पेन ड्राइव भी वही, उसमें सारी सबूत है। तू बोलती थी ना तू बोलती थी ना कि जर्नल इसके सामने आके सब चीज बताओ, मैं बताएगा। मैं अब मैं तैयार हूँ आने को, लेकिन मेरे को ऐसी मौत नहीं मरनी है यहाँ पे। मेरे को ये बहन जैसा नहीं मरना है। मेरे को बंबई से निकलना है, यहाँ से देश छोड़ के निकलना है। कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे। यहाँ पे सब एक दूसरे की छाती फाड़ कर ऊपर पहुंचना चाहते हैं। ये साला शहर नहीं है, ये साला पाताल लोक है। देख, मेरे को नहीं पता कि जब तक तेरे कोई मैसेज मिलेगा मैं जिंदा रहूंगा कि नहीं। मैं आ रहा हूँ, लेकिन अगर मैं टाइम पे नहीं पहुंचा, मैंने साहिल को बोला है प्लेन लेके आने को, वो तेरे पास भाग भाग के आ रहा है। वो प्लेन लेके तेरे को निकलना है यहाँ से। मैं तुझे बता रहा हूँ, इन लोग तेरे को जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेंगे। जिन लोगों को मैं जानता हूँ उन लोग को जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेंगे। मेरी बात सुन ले। तेरे पेट में जो बच्चा है उन लोग उसको जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेंगे। बहुत जरूरी है। ये सीबीआई, ये सारी मादर चोद सरकार है। ये अपने लोग को ही मरवाना चाहते हैं। ये जो सरकार है ना, ये मैं तुझे बता दूं, इन लोगों ने बहन को क्यों मारा है। ये लोग चाहते हैं कि मैं परमवीर सिंह, जो मुंबई पुलिस का कमिश्नर है ना, उसको मरवाओ, उसको ड्रग्स लैकेट में फंसाओ। देख ये अपनी मर्जी से नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं, लेकिन ये सच, वो पेन ड्राइव में सारा सच है। ये सच आना जरूरी है। ये जो रूलिंग पार्टी, ये सरकार है, ये सीबीआई, ये मिलकर ये अपनी पब्लिक की जान मारना चाहती है। और मैं सरेंडर होऊंगा। देख मेरे पास कोई बंदूक नहीं है, मैं सरेंडर होऊंगा। ठीक है, मैं देख मेरे को पता नहीं। देख देखो, वो पेन ड्राइव में सारी जरूरत है। वो सच पहुंचना जरूरी है बहुत। मैं बता रहा हूँ, मेरे को नहीं मरना ऐसा। देख मैं एक चीज बताना भूल गया था। देख मैं चोट देख देख मैं मेरे को तेरे से प्यार हो गया। देख मैं मेरे को तेरे से प्यार हो गया। मेरे को तेरे से प्यार हो गया। और देख Ben जिंदा था तब मैं बस एक ही चीज चाहता था कि तुम दोनों साथ में रहो बस, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए था मेरे को। लेकिन Ben मर चुका है। तू वहां पे उससे मिल नहीं सकती, उसकी आते वहां पे पड़ी है, 40-50 गोली फूक दी उसके अंदर। तू जाएगी मरेगी, तेरे को निकलना होगा, तेरे को चलना होगा अपने साथ। वो जो भी टीवी पे अपन देखते थे, Ben दिखाता था अपने को, वो पहाड़, वो गांव, वो नदी, वो खेत, वहां पे चलेंगे। एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना था मेरे को, पढ़ाई लिखाई करनी थी, अपने बाप जैसा नहीं बना था, बना अपने बाप जैसा। कुछ नहीं है ये ड्रग्स, ये क्राइम, ये मारा मारी में। तू अपनी जिंदगी अच्छे से जी। अपना 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 साला नसीब ही खराब है। साला जो काम सरकार को करना चाहिए था वो मैंने किया था, जो डेवलपमेंट सरकार को मेरी कम्युनिटी में करना चाहिए था वो मैंने किया। क्या किया भाई, ड्रग्स ही बेचे ना, किसी की जान नहीं ली है मैंने। बंदूक पकड़ा था लेकिन आज तक एक गोली नहीं चलाई है। चलना होगा, और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। देख मैं गोली नहीं चलाऊंगा, मैं निकल रहा हूँ यहाँ से। देख मैं ये लोग ये लोग ये लोग ये लोग जब ये लोग बोलेंगे कि मैंने फायरिंग की, मैंने कोई फायरिंग नहीं की। ये कोर्ट में जब कुछ भी होगा, ये मैसेज कोर्ट तक जाना बहुत जरूरी है। वो लोग बोलेंगे कि मैंने फायरिंग किया, मैंने सरेंडर नहीं की, मैं पूरा करूंगा। जैसे ही मैं पकड़ा गया, मैं भाग रहा हूँ, मैं आ रहा हूँ तेरे पास, लेकिन मैं जैसे ही पकड़ा गया, मैं अपने हाथ ऊपर कर दूंगा। मैं मुझे नहीं मरना है ऐसे। लेकिन मीडिया में गलत इंफॉर्मेशन बता रहे। मेरी सिस्टर, मेरी फैमिली, उन लोगों का कुछ लेना देना नहीं इसमें। देख मैं ये व्हाइट शर्ट चेंज कर रहा हूँ। देख मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये लोग अगर मेरे को मार दिया तो ये लोग मेरी बॉडी तुझ तक देंगे या पब्लिक के पास देंगे। ये लोग या फिर जला देंगे या दफना देंगे रात को। ये बड़ी मादरचोद पुलिस है। तुम कैसे भी करके अगली बार इलेक्शन हो गई, ये सरकार बहुत गद्दार है। ये शर्ट चेंज की है मैंने। जब मेरे को तुम लोग जमीन से गाड़ोगे ना, ये तुम्हें ये शर्ट नहीं मिलेगी, वो लोग ये सबूत मिटा देंगे। आई एम सॉरी मैन, आई एम सॉरी।
सनी सनी फोन उठा, सनी फोन उठा।
चट देनी मार देली खींच के तमाचा ही हंस देले। चट देनी मार देली खींच के तमाचा ही हंस देले। ही हंस देले, ही हंस देले। रिंकिया के पापा रिंकिया के पापा
बंद कर सनी, बंद कर।
ललित, अपने को जो मौका चाहिए था, ललित वो मिल गया अपने को। भाई तू चल, मैंने तुझे व्हाट्सएप एड्रेस भेजा है, संजय तेरे पास आ रहा है गाड़ी लेके। जिंदगी ये मौका फिर से नहीं देगी, मैं तुझे बता रहा हूँ।
मैं कहीं नहीं आ रहा हूँ।
ललित, जिंदगी ये मौका फिर से नहीं देगी अपने को।
ये बता तू साले कौन से जन्म का बदला ले रहा है मेरे से?
क्या
का बदला ले रहा है? कहाँ
क्या
मरवा
बोल रहा है भाई?
है?
ये तेरी आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही है? रुक। हाँ बोल।
कहाँ मरवा रहा है अभी अपने? हैं?
क्या बोलना क्या चाहता है?
बोलना क्या चाहता है? तेरे वो सगे वाले आए थे अंदर, पुलिस वाले।
कौन सा ये वाला?
आते ही बोलते हैं चल पैंट ऊपर कर, बता हम लोगों को आदमी का है कि औरत का?
ऐसी ऐसी बातें करके अंदर घुसते हैं। तुझे पता है क्यों मरवा रहा है साले? उधर अपनी बैंक में रॉबरी कर रहा है माधव चोर।
भाई मैं जो भी किया है वो तेरे लिए किया है
अरे मेरे को नहीं
ललित।
चाहिए ऐसा, मेरे लिए मत कर ये सब।
साले पुलिस तेरे घर पे है, मेरे को अभी बता रहा है तू।
देखो तू आ जा मेरे पास में। अरे गांड मरा के साले 6 महीने से मैं तेरे पीछे भाग रहा था तेरे से, और तू है ना मेरे पास है ना फिर से आ गया। अब आ गया तो पूरी तरह से आ साले, मर मत जा।
अरे नहीं मरेगा मैं, वो पुलिस पागल बना रही है।
अरे तेरे को कैसे पता? अरे नहीं मरेगा रे तू।
मैं बोल रहा ना, मैं नहीं
मैं गया था जेल,
नहीं जाएगा तू।
जेल में एक दिन रहा, मेरी हालत सारी सुसु निकल गई सारी की सारी।
मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, तू जेल नहीं जाएगा, शांत हो जा।
अरे तुझे कैसे पता रे? मेरे को नहीं जाना जेल।
तू जेल नहीं जाएगा, बोल दिया ना मैंने।
लोग आते हैं साले, किसकी ना सबकी गांड मार के जाते हैं वो लोग। मेरे को नहीं चाहिए वो।
शांत हो जा।
साले ये लोग मेरे को बहुत लंबी खींच रहे हैं ना अंदर देने वाले। मैं नहीं करेगा ये सब, मैं तेरे को बता रहे। ए बात सुन, इन लोगों को बोल दे मैं तेरे साथ नहीं है, समझ रहा है?
हाँ हाँ, मैं बोलता हूँ। बुला कौन? बुला, सामने बुला। देशपांडे कौन? देशपांडे ना वहाँ पे? पहले बता, देशपांडे ना वहाँ पे?
अपन लोगों को रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं ये लोग, समझ रहा है तू? अपन को रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं।
तो तू साले अभी बता रहा है मेरे को?
अबे तेरे को अभी क्यों नहीं बताएगा मैं? कल ये लोग रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं।
बताने को क्यों नहीं हो रहा था तेरे को?
अरे तेरे को कैसे पता? मेरे को नहीं पता था ये लोग आ जाएंगे तो रिकॉर्ड कर ले। चुपचाप से बोल दे मेरे को नहीं है ना ये सब, है ना मेरे को नहीं है ना।
हाँ बुला देशपांडे, बुला उसको कैमरे के सामने।
गांडू तू कोई वीआईपी नहीं है। तू
हाँ बनेगा वीआईपी में, बनेगा बहुत जल्दी वीआईपी बनेगा मैं।
तेरी बात सुन रहे हैं लोग, चल बात कर बात कर। अरे नहीं,
हाँ लेके जा कैमरा।
अबे गांडू नहीं लेके जा सकता कैमरा, ऐसे बात कर।
तो सुनाई देगा उसको?
ले 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 कर बात कर।
ये मेरे को तेरे पे भरोसा नहीं है। पुलिस सच में आई है क्या?
पुलिस सच में आई है, अंदर रिकॉर्डिंग कर रही है।
देशपांडे, ए देशपांडे, ए भड़वे, आना कैमरे के सामने।
नहीं आएगा।
मर्द बनने का तेरे को शौक है ना? फेस टू फेस बात कर भाई, आजा।
नहीं आएगा। तू
ठीक है, नहीं आएगा।
तू अपना काम कर रही।
देख देशपांडे,
बोल।
ये देख, ये जो भी कर रहा हो बैंक रॉबरी, इसमें ललित का कोई हाथ नहीं है।
सुन ले देशपांडे गांडो।
अबे ललित मादर चोद, मुंह बंद कर अपना। देशपांडे देख भाई, ये जो भी कर रहा हूं मैं अपनी मर्जी से कर रहा हूं, इसमें ललित का कोई हाथ नहीं है। सुन रहा है तू? अगर इसको एक खरोच आई ना, तो जो 15 लोगों को कैद रखा है ना, उसमें से एक की जान जाएगी। ललित को कुछ हुआ ना, तो यहाँ पे एक जान जाएगी, और उसका जिम्मेदार सिर्फ तू होगा। इतनी तू याद रख ले।
सनी,
मैं फिर से बता रहा हूँ,
मेरे को इधर उधर
ललित को तूने एक खरोच भी रखा ना, यहाँ पे एक हॉस्टेजेस की जान जाएगी, उसका जिम्मेदार तू होगा। अपनी
सनी इधर उधर हाथ लगाए मेरे को, साले मेरे कपड़े नंगे करके मेरे को है ना मेरी फोटो ली, तेरे को पता है इसने? आदर चौथ कहीं का साले, कहा के पुलिस वाले औरत बनना, औरत को है ना रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, 8 घंटा औरत को रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं मादर चौथ साले। नहीं रहना, मेरे को भी नहीं बनना औरत।
शांत हो जा ललित, शांत हो जा। ये साली पुलिस एक नंबर की साली। सुन देख संजय, तेरे पास पैसे लेके आ रहे हैं, तेरे को वो पैसे लेके ना अपना ऑपरेशन करवाना, ठीक है? तेरा ऑपरेशन करवाना जरूरी है। वो पैसे लेना है, मस्ती का टाइम नहीं है। देख ये मौका जिंदगी फिर से नहीं देगी ललित। सुन टाइम पास नहीं है। ये 2 करोड़ मैं 10-15 साल लग जाएंगे, फिर भी 2 करोड़ नहीं खत्म।
मेरे को ये पैसा नहीं चाहिए, तू अपना पैसा ले जा अपने साथ में, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए तेरा पैसा, समझ रहा है? और तू एक बात याद रख, तू गांडू मरा ना, तेरे को मार देगा मैं।
अरे नहीं मरेगा मैं, अपना स्टील का बॉडी है।
बनाने का तेरे साथ में मेरे को ऑपरेशन के बाद में, समझ रहा है?
करेगा शादी करेगा, धूमधाम से करेगा भाई, मस्त नाच गा के।
हाँ मैं वही बोल रहा है, इसीलिए तू ना वो हॉस्टेजेस को छोड़ दे और आजा मेरे पास में।
ललित देख, हॉस्टेजेस छोड़, जो भी मैं यहाँ पे छोड़, वो पैसा तेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। देख मैं जो भी मसाला मचान किया तेरे लिए किया है।
मेरे पैसा गया बाढ़ में,
तो कैसा ऑपरेशन करेगा तू?
पैसा मेरे लिए
ऑपरेशन कैसा करेगा?
अरे
पैसे कहाँ से लाएगा?
अपन दोनों मिलके रे।
अरे अपन दोनों मिलके कमाया तूने,
रॉबरी करने की जरूरत
किया नहीं है। पुलिस घर पे आ गई है, तू साले अभी बता रहा है मेरे को? तो ये सब क्यों कर रहा है नाच में?
सनी सनी अभी कोई फायदा नहीं है, तू आजा मेरे पास में, हॉस्टेजेस को छोड़ दे, समझ रहा है?
ललित मैं नहीं आ सकता।
कैसे नहीं आ सकता तू? तेरी लाइफ से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट
मैं-
नहीं है ये, तेरे को बोल दिया। अच्छा ये बता, ये
मैं
अवनी
लाइफ
का
के
क्या
बारे
होगा?
में सोच ही
अवनी
नहीं
का
रहा
क्या
हूँ
होगा?
ललित। अवनी गई, भाग गई वो,
अच्छा
डरा
वो
के
भी
भगा
भाग गई?
दिया उसको मैंने।
अच्छा मेरे जैसा उसको भी भगा दी, बहुत बढ़िया किया भाई, बहुत बढ़िया। अकेला जाएगा? किसके साथ में जाएगा रे अकेला तू? और कहां तक जाएगा तू?
जाएगा
हैं?
जाएगा, मैं अकेला जाएगा, बिलाल है मेरे
कहीं
साथ।
नहीं जाएगा तू, आदर चौथ। तू इधर आएगा मेरे पास में, समझ रहे? शादी बनाएगा मैं तेरे से ऑपरेशन के बाद में, बच्चे बच्चे पैदा करने मेरे को तेरे साथ में, समझ रहे कि तू?
तो साले ऑपरेशन की जरूरत नहीं उसके, चूतियागिरी कर रहा है साले, बैंक रॉबरी लूटने के बाद बोल रहा है पैसा नहीं चाहिए।
रॉबरी के बाद में ना तू बचेगा ना मैं, इसलिए छोड़ दे उन लोगों को और आजा मेरे पास में, समझ रहा है तू?
ललित देख, अपना अपना जिंदगी खराब है भाई, अपना
देख,
यही तक है।
ये
सुन
ये
सुन
मेरे को बोल बच्चन
सुन,
मत दे, ये राग पट्टी मेरे को मत दे, मेरे को तू है ना चाहिए इधर, ठीक है? तू मेरे
मैं
को
यहाँ से निकला, ये लोग मार देंगे मेरे को, इसलिए तेरा पैसा लेके जाना बहुत जरूरी है। ऑपरेशन करा, अपनी जिंदगी जी। सनी सनी भाड़ में गया, सनी पास था तेरा।
नहीं सनी,
देख देख, ये स्ट्रांग बनना है, स्ट्रांग बनना है तेरे को,
नहीं
स्ट्रांग बनना है।
नहीं
देख तेरे को और सनी, एक और सनी मिलेगा,
नहीं
करोड़ों सनी मिलेगा। देख
नहीं,
भाई, चूतियागिरी
मेरे को
मत
एक
कर
ही
यार।
सनी चाहिए, मेरे को तू चाहिए बस।
हाँ चाहिए ना, आता हूँ साले, मोबाइल के अंदर से घुसता हूँ अभी मैं।
आ जाना, आ जाना सनी।
अबे नहीं आ सकता यार मैं।
सनी मैंने कभी बोला नहीं रे, आई लव यू रे, आई लव यू रे।
आई लव यू टू भाई, आई लव यू टू। लेकिन अपना यही पे था देख, अपना जिंदगी नहीं था भाई, मेरे को पहले से पता था, मैं तेरे को पहले ही बोलता था अपने साथ रहेगा तो जिंदगी बर्बाद है। देख मौका जिंदगी ऐसा नहीं देती, बात सुन ले मेरी, बात मान ले, पैसा लेके जा। पुलिस कुछ नहीं करेगा, पुलिस को बोल दिया मैंने, वो कल्टी मारेगा बस, कुछ नहीं करेगा तेरे को। लेकिन अभी ऑपरेशन करवाएगा ना तो हॉस्पिटल में क्या सीन है? अच्छा पब्लिक मिला तेरे को वहां पे? मिला ना? अच्छा अच्छा।
अच्छे अच्छे लोग हैं, अच्छे लोग हैं बहुत,
तो वो लोग ध्यान ध्यान दे रहे हैं ना तेरा सब चीज?
सब अच्छे से मेरा ध्यान रखो, बस तू
तो
नहीं
अब तो ऑपरेशन करवाएगा ना फिर तू?
करवाएगा ना।
अच्छा है, तो क्या 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 बोला ऑपरेशन के बाद? अभी बोलना, क्या बोला?
ले
बोलना। फिर से एक बार बोल, एक बार
लेट
एक बार फिर से।
वापस आ जा, वापस आ जा।
नहीं आ सकता है, बस सही था अपना। अभी 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 फिर से मिलना पड़ेगा यार, सही में।
आ जाना, मिलते हैं ना, मिलेंगे। सनी ये क्या हो गया?
तू जा यार, तू जा ललित, बस हो गया, पैसे ले और जा। मिलते हैं यार, अगले जन्म में मिलेंगे।
सनी सनी
बस बस, ओवर एक्टिंग नहीं ललित।
सनी
ललित खाली देख, तू रहेगा मेरे को भी रोने को आएगा। ललित मत कर यार ऐसा।
I'll miss you, I'll really miss you.
I'll miss you too, miss you too। ठीक है। अरे ललित ललित, अरे एक बात भूल गया ललित, कैमरा ऑन करना।
बोल
ए ललित, मैं पता है तू है वहां पे,
बोल ना, आ जाना,
एक
आ जाना।
तो हक करने का मन लग रहा है यार, एक बार तू आना यहाँ पे।
आता हूँ।
मजा आया यार, तो थोड़ी देर बाद 10 मिनट। ललित
गुंडागर्दी वाला है।
कैमरा ऑन करना ललित। अरे एक बात बात भूल गया यार, बात याद आई मेरे को। ललित
बोल
ललित ये स्थिति है, मेरे को पता है तू है वहां पे।
बोल बोल बोल।
ललित
मैं हूँ इधर सनी।
ये माँ को नहीं पता होना, माँ को और सिस्टर को कुछ मत बताना यार।
नहीं बताऊंगा, नहीं बताऊंगा। और तू
देख
आना, ठीक है, तू आना। मैं जा रहा हूँ वो देश पढ़ने, मेरी
रुकना ललित रुकना रुकना ए ललित। अरे वो फिर से बात याद आई ललित, मैं भूल गया। अरे वो इम्पोर्टेंट बात थी यार, वो अरे ललित तू है ना वहां पे? अरे वो बात याद आई, वो अरे वो मोमोज की दुकान संजय ने खोली यार। अरे ललित गया क्या? गया क्या ललित? गया? अरे साली दुनिया मादे चौदह। ललित
Last night, I dreamt about the boy I killed. The innocent boy I dated when I was very young.
सब गए वहाँ पे, चलो
Now, the idea of being in love,
कार्ड बना ड्रॉ करके।
the boy who loved me so selflessly, but I was so consumed in finding myself that I could never love him back. He blames me for what I did to him. Seven years. It's been 7 years, but that night still haunts me. The night I confessed to him that I cheated. I cheated on him. He cried like a baby, told me how much he loved me, how I'd never find a guy who'd love me as much as he did. He wanted an answer from me, but I didn't have one. The last thing he said before leaving was, "You'll pay for it one day. You will know how it feels like to be cheated." Those words pierced my heart as I saw him leaving. I really wanted to stop him, but I didn't have a reason to. I went straight back home from there and took a shower because I felt so shameful and dirty. I crumpled sobbing on the bathroom floor, feeling like I deserved every ounce of shame that had filled me. I cried the entire night, finding why I did what I did, but The next day, when I called him up to apologize, his sister picked up the phone and told me that he had died in a road accident the previous night. He was gone. And I couldn't apologize. I didn't know how to undo my mistake. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to make everything right again, but he was gone. And I couldn't apologize. And that's something I can never forgive myself for, never. That moment, that very moment, the innocence in me was dead. In search of myself, my identity, I lost something that was really mine. My innocence. I didn't feel like myself anymore. I felt like a murderer. I felt a deep sense of darkness curling around me, and I was drowning in guilt and fear and shame and crying out for help, but nobody could hear me. You know, since then, innocence is something that scares me the most. Because I'm afraid I might take something that can't be returned. I might just ruin it again. Since then, I've been running away from it, running away from myself, running away from every damn thing, and I'm so exhausted. I am so exhausted of being this fake and insecure woman. I am not this. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't feel alive. I don't even know if I'm lovable. I don't even know if I deserve love. But what I know is that I need it. I need love. Because I've never been loved before. I just need someone to just give me a tight hug and tell me for once that you know what? You are going to be fine. Yes, you fucked up, but that's all right. You deserve a second chance. You deserve to feel alive again. I just need someone to tell me that I am with you no matter what, and we'll fight this together. Yes, there is an innocent girl behind this insecure fake bitch face of yours, and we'll find her one day. One day, you'll be really, really, really proud of who you are. I don't know if I deserve it, but I just need one, just one chance, a second chance. And I swear I won't fuck up this time. I swear I won't fuck up this time. I swear. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Olivia. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I love you the most, the most, the most in this world.
Yeah.
Hey, you look good. You look really good.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I wanted to ask you something, and it's really important. It's really important. Tell me, babe, have I lost my babies? Can you please see them? Can you see them, or am I the only one? Please tell me I still have them.
Relax, you look good.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Okay, if you say so. So, what's the plan?
What's the plan? Why don't we play a truth game?
A truth game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, always a bit dangerous.
Dangerous. Isn't that the fun?
I'm putting in your hands.
All right. So let's start with who were those two gorgeous looking women at the party last night with you?
What? What are you talking about?
You don't remember, of course.
Oh. I don't really know them. One of them just started talking to me, that's all.
Oh, you're fans, I see.
No such luck. They were models. One of them just said that I once removed something from her eye just before a ramp show. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, right? Always on the job.
Well, that's me. But it's quite surprising that you don't know them.
Because you never told me about them. And what did they want from you this time?
My body. What else? Okay, relax. That was a poor joke. Okay. I was just kidding. All right. Okay. So it's my turn now. All right. It's my turn. So, what should I ask? Okay. You tell me that who was the guy you were dancing with last week in the party?
Dhruv,
Okay. And who is Dhruv?
Rohan's friend, I guess.
Okay. And what does he do?
I never actually found out.
Okay. And did he impress you with his dance moves? Hmm?
Well, he was damn good.
What did he want?
Like upstairs, then and there.
I knew it. I guess that's understandable.
What's understandable?
Well, you're a pretty girl and you have got a hot body, so yeah, that's understandable.
Oh, I see. So, as per your understanding of human condition, every man I meet wants to screw me.
Not exactly. There are some exceptions.
Does that mean that all men, with possibly a few exceptions, want to screw all the beautiful women?
I suppose, basically, yes, yes.
Does that mean you wanted to screw those two girls?
I did say with some exceptions.
And of course, you are an exception.
Of course, I am an exception
How is that?
because I love you, baby, and if it's quite all right, I need you.
Any other reasons?
Do you need any other reason?
Take off that bullshit. Any other reasons?
Because
Any other reasons?
I wouldn't lie to you or hurt you.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't. So what it comes down to is that you wouldn't screw those two girls out of consideration for me, but otherwise you would.
Is this thing on Aapki Adalat that the nation wants to know what's there in my head? Hmm?
Why don't you fucking give me a
Hey,
straight
listen,
answer?
you are being aggressive. All right.
I'm not being aggressive at all. And don't you dare change the
Okay.
topic.
I will not change the topic. You want to play the game? Fine, let's play the game.
Okay. Try to be honest,
Yeah.
all right? So when you're shooting an intimate scene with that great looking heroine of yours, don't you ever think about screwing her?
Excuse me? What? I'm an actor, all right? It's all very impersonal. And on a film set, there are so many people working really hard to make a shot right. And in that moment, all you're thinking about is how to deliver the scene. That's all. You are so much in that moment.
Being in the fucking moment, right? You're being evasive. When you're feeling her body, is it never more than sheer professionalism, you mean?
No, basically, that's all it is.
Just basically.
There are no absolutes in anything. I hope you know that.
No absolutes? Okay, fine. Does the same thing go for women? While they're having their tits squeezed, do you suppose they ever wonder what your dick might be like?
Of course not.
And why
Of
is
course
that?
not. Because a shoot is a collaborative art, all right? And it's a process. And everyone is so much indulged in that process that they're just thinking about that process and not about their own sexual desires.
Your process? The method? Of course.
Nothing against the method. You're crossing your lines, all right? You know,
I'm
women don't think
crossing my
like that.
lines. What? What makes you say that?
Well, I believe that women are programmed differently from men.
What? Millions of years of evolution, right? That men can put their sperms into as many women as they want, but women stay at home wearing pretty pink things and take care of the children.
A bit oversimplified, but yes, something like that.
You men, you knew.
What? What did you just say? If we men only knew. What do you mean by that?
Exactly about what you imagine.
Hey, Alvia. Okay, okay. the truth. Is there something you're keeping from me? You are just trying to wind me up, don't you?
If you say so.
If I say, if I, okay, okay, babe. I don't know where this conversation is going, and as it's your birthday, I don't want to screw this. Please tell me what's going in your head. Please, please tell me. Please, I request you. If not for me, then for us. Please. You know I love you, right?
Yeah,
Please
I
tell me.
know.
Please.
Well, last December, the Navy Ball. I don't know if you remember, but you were off for a shoot, and I had gone there with my girlfriends, and we were supposed to pick you up after your shoot. And
As a matter of fact, I don't. But what about that?
so Natasha had come there with a cousin of hers who's a naval officer. And he was sitting with other officers at the table right behind ours. Even before Natasha introduced me to him, I'd already seen him at the bar talking to someone. And then he happened to glance at me as he walked past, and then he stopped and turned and looked at me. He didn't say anything, but I was very stirred by just the way he looked at me.
Go on.
Later, Natasha introduced me to him, and we started talking, and we happened to have a lot in common. He asked me if I would dance with him, and I said yes. While we were dancing, not even once a thought about you crossed my mind. I just wished that the dance never ended. And when I was just about to close my eyes, I got a call from you and you said that you were waiting for me at the parking area, and I knew I had to leave. Then I met you and you kissed me, and that's when the reality struck me. Later, we were sitting in the car, and I saw him going towards his car to check for some stuff, which I thought was just an excuse to see me again. He didn't look at me, but just the sight of him stirred me deeply, and I thought if he really wanted me, I would have left. I was ready to give you up. I actually considered getting off the car and walking over to him, and like someone in the movie saying, "Here I am, my love, for whom you've waited for so long, just take me." Just about then, Natasha came and they left. That night, you and I made love and talked about our future. But I was constantly thinking about him. And I don't know if you understand this, but at the same time, you were dearer to me, and my love for you was both tender and sad. He had a flight at 5 a.m. the next morning, and I barely slept that night and was very agitated because I didn't know if he had gone or he still might be there. But just when the clock struck 5, I realized he was gone. And I breathed a sigh of relief.
What if he hadn't left?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I think I should leave right now. I have a shoot early in the morning and I have to hit the gym, so it's better I leave.
You have to leave. Just now?
Yeah, I'm unable to keep my eyes open, so it's better I take some rest.
Somebody is jealous.
I'm not jealous.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You can't even look into my eyes because you know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not. Because clearly I'm not the one who's fantasizing about other people, so I'm not.
I fantasize. And what do you do?
What do I do? Tell
Around
me, what do I
other
do?
women all the fucking time. That's what you do.
Oh my god, you need to come out of your fucking head!
To come out of my. You are such a liar. You're so unbelievable. I mean, sometimes I wonder, who are you?
Who
Huh?
am I? Who am I? Who are you? Who are you? Well, I tell you who you are. You're a gold digger. All my friends were always right about you. All you ever wanted from me was the dress you're wearing is the one I gifted you, right? I wish you could see much more than that in me, Alvia. I wish that I really loved you. But all you ever wanted was recognition. Oh, yeah. That was the reason you were trying to hold my hands the other day in front of Paps. Got you.
You call me. That's what you think I am. What, gold digger?
That's what you're
I'm
proving
not.
yourself to be,
I'm not even
Bebia.
surprised that you never realized that I loved you so much because you were always so full of yourself.
At least I'm full of myself.
And you know what you are?
Yeah, tell me, who am I?
Self-obsessed, insecure, coward, little puppy. Your dad's little puppy. Everybody knows you are what you are because of your
Stop
father,
there.
all right?
Stop
And you
there.
know what you should do
Stop
right
there.
now?
Stop
You
there.
go
Stop
and
there.
fuck
Stop
yourself.
there. You are pushing your limit. Stop there. Hello. That's not. How does he? How could you do this to me? All my life, I have tried to make people happy, to make this bitch happy, to make my father. I should be happy that I'm his son. अरे बेटा, पापा ने तो कमाल ही कर दिया, कमाल ही कर दिया, कमाल ही कर दिया. तुम कब कर रहे हो? तुझे क्या पता क्या होता है स्ट्रगल ब्रो? तेरे पास तो सब कुछ है. Born with a silver spoon. I wish. I wish you knew the reality of my silver spoon. I don't want it. Hey, Mr. Aryan. No, 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 no. You can't walk like that. You can't. What people will think about you? Don't talk like this. Please, please think about your image. You can't wear that. No, 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 no. Oh my God. Don't be so vulnerable. Please, don't be. Just take a deep breath in, hold on, and smile. Smile for the cameras. Smile for Paps. Smile. Smile as your father never behaves like a father. Smile. 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 In school, there was a match. It meant the world to me. I would wake up at 5 and just practice. I kept at it for days. I invited my father knowing that he won't show up and no surprises there. He didn't. I worked really hard. If I won, I could be playing for the state. And I wouldn't be just Prithvi's son, I'll be Aryan. I worked really hard. I worked bloody hard and I nailed it. I won. And you know what? Everyone just assumed that I got selected in the team just because of my father. And surprisingly, the principal announced my name as Prithvi's son while handing me over that trophy. Finally, I won. Till date, that trophy is hidden behind tons of Filmfare awards and whatnot in my father's room of fame. It's garbage to him, just like me. I'm hidden too behind his big name. When people look at me, they don't see me as if I'm invisible, not even my girlfriends. My girlfriends. Would they love me if I had nothing? Love. What does that even mean? I rely on a person for a month, for a week, for an year, and then they start hating me. The more I express myself in a relationship, the more they get distant from me. That's what love is to me. Uh, I don't even know what it's like to have friends. I don't. Seriously, I don't. They don't hang out with me. They hang out with the guy who pays their bill. That reminds me of something. Shit. It's funny. I had a friend, Shore, and we would drink every other night. And then one night, I asked him to pay. And since then, I don't even know where he went. Not one out of the ones I called my friends can tell you that what I really want in my life. They'll tell you that I've got a perfect life, born to be a legend, luckiest of the lot. But no one, no one will ever tell you that. At night, I can't sleep. I can't. They don't let me sleep. The thoughts in my head, they don't let me sleep. Woo! Smile. So you tell me, does the person wearing the clothes increase the value of the clothes, or is it the branded clothes that increase the value of a person? Are we free anymore? Are we humans anymore, or just voyeurs? Is it necessary for all of us to wear these masks? Is my following on social network the only thing that's relevant? I go out and people seem to know more about me than I do about myself. I crack a joke and next day it's a public outrage. All successes belongs to my father and all failures belong to me. 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 I want to run. I want to run away and start over in a place where my identity would be recreated. Where I wouldn't have this burden on my shoulders to be goddamn perfect. Where I'll be able to, where I'll be allowed to make mistakes. Where I'll have someone right next to me and just be there no matter what. That's where I ought to be right now. Life is as dreary and dry to me as brown falling leaves in autumn. Whoa, that's poetic. And I wish I had the will. No. I wish I had the courage to go out and save them from falling. But I don't. I don't.
I know it is hard to believe that all of this beautifulness was once a man. But honey, stranger things have happened. I always knew growing up that something wasn't quite right. Imagine cooking up a storm with all these exotic ingredients and flavors, and then when you go to taste it, there's something missing. Have you ever forgotten the salt? That simple, pesky little thing that binds it all together? That's what my life feels like right now. I'm missing the salt. But unlike cooking, I just can't seem to find it. I can't find the salt in my life. Spice, I've always had enough of. Don't get me wrong, I have everything I've ever wanted. I'm finally in the right body, the body I've always needed. I'm getting the respect I've always craved for at work. I own a beautiful home, resplendent with all the bells and whistles, even the perfect cat. I really shouldn't complain. I'm privileged. I know that. Could this be the boredom of attainment? Maybe. Maybe this can be compared to what the lack of suffering will do to an artist, you know? I think I need some suffering in my life, some suffering to make me feel again. Yeah, there was suffering when I transitioned. The tracheal shave, the hormone therapy, the implants, those weren't easy. But the way I felt when my flat chest started to ache and painfully grew, man, that was indescribable. I was a salt encrusted fucking fish back then. Until, like everything else, the novelty of that too wore off. You know, sometimes I think that being born human is quite a shitty thing. If it's not love, it's happiness. If it's not happiness, it's money. If it's not money, it's sex. If it's not sex, it's drugs. Anything to escape the reality of our confused existence, right? Will we ever be truly satisfied? I I think I was wholly satisfied once. Her name was Lisa, and she had me wrapped around her little finger. But for once in my life, I didn't mind. You know how people sometimes say that girl could light up a room? Well, that was Lisa. She could light up the earth. She was salt in its purest form as it evaporated from the sea. I grew fat when I was with her, fat and happy, until I shared with her my plan for the future. The plan that I've been waiting for my entire life. The plan that would free my womanly soul. She was an integral part of that plan, but she didn't want to be a part of it, all because she couldn't see herself in it. She didn't think our daughter could handle it either. I had to let go. I didn't have a choice, babe. I had to let go. I still see my daughter at every opportunity I get. She seems to have accepted her new mommy. But Lisa? She still won't look me in the eye. Was it worth it? Yes. Would I do it all over again? Yes. Will I ever find my salt again? I don't know, but I will die trying.
Nina, I want Anna back. I want Anna back.
She's made her choice.
I owe you an apology, okay? I fell in love with her. My intention was not to make you suffer.
So where's the apology, you cunt?
I apologize. Okay, if you love her, let her go. Let her be happy.
She doesn't want to be happy.
Everybody wants to be happy.
Depressives don't. They want to be unhappy to confirm their depression. If they were happy, they couldn't be depressed anymore. They'd actually have to go out into the world and live, which can be
Anna
depressing.
is not a depressive.
Isn't she?
I love her.
Boo-hoo, so do I.
She only went back to you because she can't bear your suffering. You don't know who she is. You love her like a dog loves the owner.
And the owner loves the dog for so doing.
You'll hurt her. You'll never, ever forgive her.
Of course I'll forgive her. I have forgiven her. Without forgiveness, we're savages. You're drowning.
You guys only met because of me.
Yeah, thanks.
You do realize your marriage is a joke.
There's a
fucking
good
joke.
one. There's the good one. You know, she still hasn't sent the divorce papers to her lawyer. Now, I do not doubt, to a somewhat towering romantic hero like you, I am common. Nevertheless, dude, I am what she's chosen. So let's just give the woman what she wants. And you know what? If you go near her again, I will fucking kill you. Hello. Can I please call you back? I'm in the middle of something.
When she came there, do you think she enjoyed it?
Dude, I did not do it to give her a nice time. I fucked her to fuck you up. A good fight is never clean. But yes, of course she enjoyed it. As you know, she loves the guilty fuck.
Fucking animal.
Yeah? What are you?
You think love is simple? You think this heart is like a diagram?
Have you ever seen a human heart, buddy?
It looks like a fucking fist wrapped in blood. Go fuck yourself, you fucking liar. You go check a few facts while I get my hands dirty.
She hates your hands. Don't you get it? She hates your simplicity.
Listen, do you know what we spent the whole of last week talking about? I know all of your little ways. Anna tells me you fuck her with your eyes closed. She tells me that you wake up in the night crying for your mother. You mommy's boy. Should I continue? Should I go on? Should I stop? Accept it, man. It's over. You don't know the first thing about love because you don't understand compromise. I can't help you. Look, please don't cry, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
You want my advice? You go back to Alice.
She won't have me back. She's vanished.
No, she hasn't. I found her at a club. A strip club. Yeah, I saw her naked. I licked her pussy clean. I fucked her. Okay, please don't start crying again. I was kidding. I was joking.
You spoke to her.
1 minute. Hello. Look, I will call you back, okay? I told you I'm in the middle of something. 10 minutes.
How is she? How's Alice?
She still loves you beyond comprehension. Look, I'm gonna text you her address, okay? Go to her.
Thank you.
You still pissing about on the net?
Not recently.
I wanted to kill you, you know.
Yeah. Last I remember, you wanted to fuck me.
Don't get lippy with me. I read your book, by the way.
Thanks.
With
Just stand alone.
Anna. You still writing obituaries?
Yeah. I was made editor.
Oh, how come?
The previous editor died. Alcohol poisoning. I sat with him for a week in the hospital.
Look,
And
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I really have to go. I have people to see, things to do, places to be, you know. So,
thanks
for what?
for being kind.
I am kind. Your invoice is in the post. Oh, and Dan, I lied to you. I did fuck Alice. Bye.
Hi. I wasn't sure you were going to answer. I mean, no. I won't take much of your time. I mean, just give me. I get it, the way we ended things and everything that led to it. Yeah, after you left and had done me, and that kind of forced me to. You think it's funny? Yeah, sure. I mean, sure, I deserve it, I guess. I always feared that anyone I love would eventually leave me. And that fear of abandonment would somehow make me push people away before they could. No, not an excuse for what I did, but I mean, all my life I believed this lie, this illusion that we'll meet someone whose love will be such a force that it will sweep us off our feet. Love will be such a magic potion that it will heal us, it will complete us. Who comes up with these? I don't know. I got so fixated with the idea of the one that I forgot about you. Maybe the best thing that ever happened to me, but my dad, yeah, you know, he truly thought that he loved mom. Yeah, like he would say these corny little things like, I'll go to the end of the world for you and back, stuff like that. But that, that never reflected in his action. No, no, he was a self centered man who only cared about himself. He only cared about his comfort and his image and how he wanted things to be. That's it. Mom, on the other hand, being the good wife that she was, she would do anything and everything in her capacity to make him happy, to please him, to just keep him satisfied, I guess. Until she couldn't, I mean. I've always blamed dad for her death and never wanted to be like him. I hated him. I dreaded that man, but the more I tried to run away from being like him, the more I resembled him, the more I was him. To love is to not to ask anything in return, not even to feel that you've given something. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never felt that way. I've never loved that way. All I ever cared about was about my pleasure and my needs and my desires. And I was always chasing this craving for these sensations like an addict looking for his next fix. I don't want my love to be a mean to an end. This mind can pursue desires and sensations, but it can never love. Love must come to the mind, and it took me a while, quite a while, to understand that. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know why I called you. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I wasn't expecting anything. I mean, I'm sorry for the way things ended. We had something real. We had something special, but I saw the pain in your eyes when you left. I realized how, for my selfish reasons, how casually I brushed you aside. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever be friends. I don't know if we'll ever be in touch, but all I can say is don't let someone like me reduce your idea of love. Do not let someone like me change this beautiful, this amazing, and funny person that you are.
दिल की सलामी ले ले कल तेरी बज़्म से दीवाना चला
अभी
आएगा शम्मा
हेलो अभी
की परवाना चला जाएगा आज की रात
हेलो
में
अभी
दिल की
Hi.
Hi, was that you singing?
Yeah, it's my father's favorite song.
Okay. Did you want something? What? What?
I made a disgusting spectacle of myself, right?
May I think?
Come on, Rachna. Seriously, do you think that everything that man said was true? Are you agreeing with him? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying anything. You're saying it for me. I'm not saying anything.
You're wrong, you know. That man,
Really? Of course
yeah,
I am. Why is that?
that man he's unbelievable. He's just insane. He's really insane. Do you know the definition of insanity, by the way?
No, please. I'm dying to know. Enlighten me.
The inability to feel for another person, the inability to relate to another human being, to have no empathy whatsoever, the inability to love.
The inability to love. Where do you get this stuff from? No, it's incredible. It's like this. You really are this wonderful talker, you know. I mean, if black could be turned into white by talking, you'd be the man. Really? Is this what you do back at that channel of yours? You just make things up for TV ratings. And I'm crazy because I don't love you, right? I'm crazy because I don't love you. That's what you want everyone to know. Fine, works for me.
Rachna, I said he's crazy. You're not crazy, and you do love me. That's the point.
But I don't. I'm tired of looking at you. You're just some guy that my father picked because he's an easy target.
What do you want from me, Rachna? Why are you doing this? You know, it strikes me there's some amount of bullshit going on here, and there's one or two things I'd like to clarify. First of all, it's not my fault that I got with that psychopath tonight. He had it coming after all these years. I gave it to him. Secondly, it's really not my fault that you couldn't become a photographer. How is it my fault? The sooner you get over this little piece of soap opera with your sisters, with your family, the better off we'll both be. Third, I don't fit into this role of this dumb, insensitive, suburban husband that you've been... Rachna! Rachna, I know you're there. Listen, I know you're there. Can you please switch back your camera on? Can we sit and talk about this instead of behaving like children? I'm trying to be nice about this whole thing, okay?
Oh, you're trying to be nice about. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. You're trying to be. How kind of you. How terribly kind of you. So sweet of you. I'm so touched.
You know what? I don't deserve this, man.
Oh, you're always so wonderfully definite, aren't you, on the subject of what you do and don't deserve? You're always the victim. Look at me, I'm this poor, honest, noble little journalist, and look at what these people did to me. I was caught in the crossfire. You're not fooling anybody. You knew exactly what you were getting into when you got into it.
Rachna,
You don't fool me.
Rachna, this is the one time you're not going to get away with twisting everything I say.
I just shouldn't have come tonight. It's just not a good idea.
You know what you are when you're like this? You're just like your father. You're sick.
And do you know what you are? You're disgusting. You disgust me.
Yeah?
Yeah, you think because you've gotten me safely into this little trap, you think you can bully me into feeling whatever you want me to feel.
Bully?
You think because my father has dictated every aspect of my life, including this bloody marriage, you think you own me?
You in a trap? It's you in a trap?
Yes, me! Yes, me in a trap!
You and your family, you're the ones that are trapping people, remember? Don't make me laugh, Rachna.
Poor, pathetic little boy. Take a look at yourself. Take a good look at yourself and now tell me how, by any extent of the imagination, you call yourself a man.
Don't look at me like that, Rachna.
This isn't working. You and I, we don't work. We don't make sense. You need to try and get it into your head that this was ultimately a deal that you and I made. You remember that, no?
But can you please stop reminding me every day? And what do you mean this doesn't work? The only reason you're being this mean and trying to push me away is because you know we are good for each other. After all these months, I've realized we are perfect for each other.
God, you're completely delusional. You and I, we are perfect for each other. How? Explain to me how. No, we're not. Are you crazy? We're like night and day. We're so different from each other. How could we Abhi, I need a life that is more structured. I need a future that is more structured. You can't give me that. I'm sorry, but you can't. And I have tried being this person. I have. But I can't.
You are this.
I'm not. No, I am not. No, listen to me. For a very long time, I have tried to be this person that you want me to be. I tried for your sake. I tried being that person, but I'm not. I'm not that person. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm cynical. I'm pragmatic. I'm a realist.
You know, you're just afraid. Like me.
What?
You're afraid of your father. Like me.
I'm afraid. Like you. You look at yourself. You couldn't even stand up for what was right then, so don't you dare tell me that I'm afraid. I'm not afraid, Abhi. For the first time, I'm not afraid. I'm unhappy. Look at my face. No, look. I'm deeply, deeply unhappy. We're different. We want different things. Let's accept that and just move forward. We weren't even meant to end up together but for this awful situation. And you're not that bad, to be honest. You're wonderful and you're romantic and you're sweet and you're sensitive and you're all of these things that I'm not. But life for you, it's like this kind of dream. And you're
weak. I'm weak.
Don't do that. Don't twist my words. I was trying to say sweet and sensitive. Don't twist my words.
You can't just walk away. You can't say that you've packed your bags and you're leaving. You have to be careful with it. You might never get it back.
Please don't make this more difficult than it already is. I've spoken to somebody, a lawyer. She's told us she'll help us out. We can sign the papers. Please just listen to me. She's told us that she'll help us sign the papers. Okay, we can get it done with. You can go back to being a journalist. Remember? I can do my own thing. No hard feelings, okay? Abhi.
Did you ever love me?
No. Shame. Me, I'm supposed to be ashamed. I'm supposed to be ashamed. For what? About what? It's incredible. You people really see me as this freak, don't you? The villain, the black sheep, the freak. Is it me that's really the freak? Have you people looked at yourselves? You look like copies of one another. You're all the same. There's not one single thing that's unique or different about any of you. All went to the same school, married the same type of people, had the same type of kids. Pretty weird. You ever thought that maybe that's not what I wanted? Like maybe I needed something different from my life. No? Oh, sorry. We only exist as an extension of our parents. You listen to yourselves. How do you do what you do to people? Oh, Ma, you don't know? You don't know what you did. Okay, you pushed me. That's what you've been doing to me my whole life. My whole life. That's what's so terrifying about you people. That's what's so terrifying. That you can only ever lift yourself up by pushing me down, by crushing me. What you did to me crushed me. It crushed my soul. What do you care, right? You pushed me. First, you pushed me into doing things that I had no interest or aptitude for. None. And then you took the one thing from me that was mine, that I was good at, that I could do, that you took from me. Why? So I can be like you. Another one of you. I wasn't just some lunatic going around on the roads taking pictures of people. That meant something to me. Meant everything to me. When I photographed people, I was happy. I was speaking to them without ever opening my mouth. I used to love looking at their faces and then seeing that big smile they would get when I tell them that that gap between their teeth is beautiful, or that little bicycle scar that they got as a child is fascinating. I used to love it. It made me so happy. You know, not one of you ever asked me. Not one of you ever asked me, oh, you know, you love this photography thing. Show us some of your portraits sometimes, you know. Or have you thought of doing it full time? You didn't notice. You didn't care. Why? According to my father, I have always been like this. Have I, Dad? Have I always been like this? Or is it far easier to blame me and make me out to be this lunatic than to look inside yourself and realize you failed me? As parents, as my siblings, failed me. Why? Because of that time in school. Because of that little girl. Because I hurt her by mistake. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. I would never do it on purpose. And I was so embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed and I felt so guilty. And I apologized and apologized and apologized. That was not enough, was it? Why? Because I had tarnished your reputation? In front of whom? With that teacher and the principal? They didn't care! Nobody cares. Nobody cares except you. Nobody cares. And then what did you do? Then you went and married me off to some strange man. 1.5 years of my life I spent with a stranger. He was a strange man. Then what about Kabir? You forced us on each other. Look how we ended up. Miserable. You're still looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, you know, they have been saying it on TV, so I must be crazy. Well, congratulations. I have no career to speak of. That marriage of mine that fell apart. And then the one good relationship in my life just gone. I've finally become the failure you always thought I was. Well done. Enjoy your bloody dinner.
Why me? Why do you come to me? Why do I deserve this attention? Like on? Why? After all these years, you come here thinking I'll be the same vulnerable person you thought I was. That suddenly all those feelings will emerge from nowhere and will urge me to do what you say. That whatever may be the situation out there, you will have it your way. आपको तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चल रहा था. आप तो busy थे. How would you know? How could you know? For you, it was just routine. You didn't realize this marriage of ours is not going to be just a thing. That something out of this relationship can happen. Something that can blossom between us. Something so precious you hold on to it. It doesn't go so easily. All you were worried was for your career, photography, and Kabir. Photography and Kabir. Bas ye do cheezein and nothing else. Not even friendship. I finally felt like I found somebody who I cannot pretend to be someone else. Because that person was going through something similar. A dying sense of hope. That no matter how much you try and be your unique self to the world still sees you as the same. So much so you feel disconnected, and when you do, you damage yourself beyond repair. And once in a while, out of sheer circumstance, you meet that somebody who sees beyond your smile, beyond those eyes, who sees the person who you really are. Someone who can tell you that even if your father or your sisters or your family has given you hell, you just cannot give up on life. You just cannot do that. Someone with time and patience can be a one loyal friend. You never allowed us to work on us. You just left. And now you come to me here after all these years, as if the past meant nothing to you, unapologetic about it, which is not surprising, frankly, because you have become like anybody else in the system, a morally corrupt person, just walking away from things that you don't understand. How about you face this music alone and leave me out of this mess? Or is it too big for you? What were you expecting? A soothing tone, a syrupy tone to go with your dance. Rachna Bisht, anti-national. Wow. देशद्रोही, राष्ट्र विरोधी. मुबारक को आप तो फेमस हो गए. Vilified by the nation, framed by the mighty force of this system. The system that is so powerful and so corrupt that there is no such thing as love. It seems that everything that happens in our country, hate, but hate somehow finds its place. Like the star who's talented, hardworking, but she is hated just because she was from a certain family. Like the doctor up north who spoke the truth about the condition of hospital, dying children every day, lack of oxygen, hated just because he was from a certain religion. Like the girl who was tortured, raped, and murdered just because she was from a certain caste. And like you, because somehow they don't like the sight of you. But that doesn't mean something can be done about it. In fact, that's what we do here, day in and day out. Flying this flag of hope in the middle of just madness. Reintroducing the codes of honesty and decency that defined our culture for thousands of years. Don't they get it? The very people who are claiming to be the flag bearers of culture are destroying it. Acknowledging our mistakes first as a society. Reassuring people that no matter how much news today is infused with so much hate and so much lies, so much bigotry, there is room for some fairness, there is room for some transparency, some on-ground reporting, perhaps some love. थोड़ा सा तकलीफ हो रही है क्या? ऐसा लगता है कि सब लोग एक दूसरे को नीचे गिराने में लगे हुए हैं. कोई तो सच बोल ही नहीं रहा. No matter how much they ask us to crawl, we will fly. Giving you a chance would mean supporting what we stand for. But no, I'm not going to do this. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust those moments that we share with each other. What if this is true and this is just a trap, like your father had laid out for me? In these 3 years, you never came to me because you were riding high. And now when the chips are down, when your career is over, you just turn to one person. Oh, look, Abhi, he's a sweet and sensitive, nice guy. He'll save me. He runs the channel. He loved me, right? No. Abhi doesn't love you anymore. I don't love you anymore. I don't love those moments that we shared with each other. Those moments meant nothing to you and therefore nothing to me. In fact, I hated those moments, expecting things from somebody who has no idea what's going on. I'm done dealing with you and your pathetic family whose only intention is to betray innocent outsiders. You can play your fake victim card how much ever you want, but the truth is you're going to jail. Yes, you deserve this. You deserve to be targeted by the media. And you don't have the right to defend yourself because you're already declared a criminal. Yes, you are anti-national, breaking our country. Yes, Kabir gave that speech, how much of a doctor you might claim it to be. And yes, all of this is true. I'm not going to buy into your manufactured story anymore. You and your family have caused enough damage already. So why don't you shut up, face the music yourself, instead of showing your pathetic face over here before I call the cops and terrorize the hell out of you? Why don't you just leave? You can't win all the time. Come to the studio tomorrow. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to switch on your cameras, switch on your microphones. You're more than welcome to applaud. Everybody, please feel free to switch on your cameras, switch on your microphone, and applaud the actors. You can come on as well. Everybody, let's join hands right now for wonderful performances that we saw from these actors. This was the third show of the last night of the run of our show, Love. Love is a Battlefield. Just a round of applause to all you actors. Such a great job. Thank you very much. I know we have people viewing us from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. Thank you, audience, for being here with us. It's such an honor. I know it's a bit of a long show, and unfortunately, I have to take 10 more minutes of your time. You are more than welcome to enjoy the celebration that comes now. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said to you at the very beginning, at the outset of this evening, tonight is the last night of our show, our advanced production. These actors have been working for a very long time. And tonight is graduation. Tonight they graduate. And normally they would be on stage and I'd be handing them their diplomas and I'd say something sweet, funny, maybe a little bit spicy to them. But now I'm going to say it to all of them on this wonderful platform, Zoom, and you're more than welcome to continue to enjoy this. But I'm just going to throw it around the horn and take up 10 more minutes of your time. I'll kill two birds with one stone. Arjun and Piyush, you guys graduated 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But chosen to be part of this adventure with us again. And that's the promise of our studio. The promise of our studio is that you can come back and you can continue to work with us. The promise of our studio is that you need to keep training, and we take that very seriously. And what I just want to share with both of you is it is such an absolute pleasure to see the wonderful actors you have continued to grow into. You have continued to remain sincere to your craft. You've continued to remain grounded in your craft, and you've continued to pursue it in the most earnest and truthful ways. And I just loved watching you over this weekend and working with both of you. Arjun, you're such a special young man. You take on roles that other people would shy away from. You attempt things that other people would never even dare to try. And your fearlessness, your bravery, your honesty, your open heart, and your vulnerability are things that I truly love you for, my friend.
Thank you.
Great job. Piyush, you drive me insane.
Yes, boss.
Totally, utterly up a wall, back down a wall. But you know what? For you, kid, it's worth it. You're great. You're a
Thank you,
talented
Jeff. Thank
guy. You have remained tenacious and you have remained truly fearless at everything you have tried. You push the envelope every time you get up there and you never quit. You just don't quit. And whilst it could be a little bit maddening at times,
Especially the long pauses.
yes, when you put tread to the road, when you put tires on the road, kid, you make it move. Great job. Great job this weekend. Now I'm going to turn to my advanced five people. I see everybody but Aliza, so I hope she makes her way into the room. There she is. Okay. But I'm going to start with Supre. Supre, watching you grow over these last several months as an actor, it's one of those times as an instructor you see talent walk in the door, but you just hope that that talent sticks around and starts to grow roots into the ground and push upwards and inwards as much as possible. But that requires a tremendous amount of commitment. That requires a tremendous amount of fearlessness. You've displayed that every step of the way, Supre. And your choice to play the character you did over this weekend and the way you rehearsed her over 6 weeks is so admirable, my friend, because not only was it done well, it was done to absolute, really, you boiled it, buddy. You really nailed it. I know you keep asking me if you brought it to a boil. You brought it to a boil, and it was beautiful. Thank you, Supre. Thank you. All right. God, this is so hard. I've been with these people so long now, I don't know where to go next. Mishra, Raj, let's be fair. You're not the world's greatest assistant director, but you are blossoming into one hell of an actor, buddy. And that's what you came to our studio to be and become. You really are truly starting to show the promise that we all know is inside you. Keep taking those steps. Keep building upon that confidence, and let this production be a testimony to that. You put the work in this time, and you saw what it did for you. And no one can take that away from you. And I'm proud of you in a very real way, okay? But you're never assisting directing anything I ever make again. But you can certainly act in whatever I'm doing, my friend. Congratulations. Great work. Great, great work. Okay. Anmol. I think that shirt sums it up, buddy. Legend. Anmol, apart from being a great human being, which you are so passionate about this craft of acting, so dedicated to it, that it's impossible not to love you. Like, it's actually hard. Not that I ever tried, but you're so honest, you're so real, and man, are you brave. From your hot seat characters, one who stutters and another one who's, just everything. And then this character just saw such raw honesty. And every time it's raw, every time it's honest, and you're not afraid to go there. You bring us to the inner life, and you show us what's possible with it. Anmol, congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff.
Legend, buddy. All right. Okay. Hamza. My man, Hamza. Hamza, it would be an understatement for me to tell you that I love you, because I do. You're patient, you're kind, you're thoughtful, you're generous. And those are just your good qualities. They're not your great ones. When you concentrate and when you work, you are an actor to behold, my friend. You really are. And the way you put together this monologue, and the thing is, you were threading such a thin needle with the monologue, because it wasn't high stakes, it was high stakes emotions, but you never wanted him to lose it too much. You were threading this thin needle, so you had to just be pitch perfect, otherwise it wouldn't work. And it did. And it did. Congratulations, my friend. It has been truly an honor to not only be your instructor, but to know you. Okay. Krutika, let's face it, you're damn good at this. All right. Let's just get this out of the way, Krutika. You're damn good at this. The piece of writing that was your monologue came from the most honest parts of yourself. But you chose to go there with her. You went for that guilt, that hurt, that loss, that desperation. And that's something everybody wants to play, but not everybody does successfully. A lot of people play it poorly, and a lot of people miss it. You didn't miss it. You were right on target. But you've always been on target. When have I not known you to be on target? In these 8 months that we spent in advance together, it was like you weren't even looking at me more and you were hitting the target. Get out into the world and show them what you could do, honey. Because you got a bright future, sweetie. Very bright future. Congratulations. You're welcome. Aliza, one day you're going to invite me over to look at your book collection. But
Yes.
and that better happen before you get to London. But that aside, what I love about working with you is not only are you the perfect student, because you take notes and you are a little bit the front bencher teacher's pet, which I totally dig. But also, no matter how good your work gets, you still treat each day like it's the first time. You treat your work with that same wonderment and passion, no cynicism. You're just honest. You're just honest. You play pretend for real, and it's weird because most of us lose that as we get older. We become a different person from childhood through adolescence to adulthood, but you haven't lost that wonderment, that bright-eyed playfulness. But you bring your maturity and your intelligence and your Svengali power as a strong woman to everything you do. And when you go to London, you show those people what we know how to do back here in India. And someone asks you where you trained, you don't tell them you trained in London, you tell them you trained at JGS. All right. And then I went there. Okay. But you go get it. You go ring that bell and ring it loudly, because you deserve everything that's going to come your way. Every last thing. All right. And if you ever need anybody on the streets to help you burn a bra, you know I'm right there with you, sister. All right. Girl power. Okay. Guru Dipendra. Dipendra, I think the most masterful thing you have done in the time I've known you was something that you didn't even realize you did, which is always the case with you. When you said, I want my character to be like a tree, not only did I love the image of it, but I loved that you were so in tune with yourself to know that that's really who you are. You've always been that guy. You have tried to provide shade and comfort to everyone that has ever walked into your life. And whilst that's a beautiful thing, it's also a hard thing. And to bring yourself there as an actor and to be that honest about it, to lay it bare, it speaks to the kind of person you are. It speaks to the kind of soul you have within you. You're a generous man. And your generosity is undeniable and without a doubt.
Thank you.
So visible. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. For
Chapter in your life begins, my friend.
Love you, Dipendra sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we come to Nicky Picky. Folks, I don't have enough time to do the thing I think of Nicky Picky, because I keep you here all day, all night, and probably until the next weekend, and maybe beyond that just the same. Nicole, I have watched you grow and then fall apart. Put yourself back together, then fall apart again, and put yourself back together. I've heard you ask 1,000 times, why am I like this? And I've gotten to know you in all the greatest ways another human being can get to know someone. But your weakness has never been the thing that's most endearing about you. It's your strength. Yes, you cry at the drop of a hat. But you never stay down very long, Nikki. You pick yourself right up. And this journey as an actor for you was the first page of the first sentence in the first volume of a wonderful book you're going to write about your life. So I'll answer the question that's on your mind. It's always on your mind when it comes to acting. Can I actually do this? Don't ask me. Ask everybody else. Why?
Yes.
Because they're going to tell you the truth. Plus, you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Thank you, Jeff.
You did a great job, Nikki. And I could not be more proud of you. I love you. Now, to all of you, I am so angry that I'm not going to see you tomorrow. I cannot believe that this really is the end of our quarantine COVID advanced batch together, my friends. And don't ever ask me if you're my favorite batch, because I get that question all the time. And everybody responds with, oh, but Jeff, we know we're your favorite batch. Obviously, we're your favorite batch, right? I will never, ever in my life forget this experience. And I will never, ever in my life forget that I shared it with you. This is very personal for me because we missed 1 week of class in March and then we were back to it. Ladies and gentlemen, you saved me. I don't know what the fuck I would have done had you not been there from March. You showed up for every class. You never missed. You never dropped out. You never gave up. You didn't remember everything I taught you. I used to ask questions. You'd be like, wait, the notes are here, and we didn't have them. We repeated topics a few times. That's okay. But we did this together. All of us. And for that, and for so many other things, you are my family. I love you all very much.
Love you too, Jeff. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Tomorrow we open this studio. But those are just doors in a physical space. We never shut. And that's because of you. That's because of you. We never shut. You kept this place going. In the darkest days and the weirdest moments of the quarantine lockdown, every Monday, every Wednesday, and many Fridays, I saw all of you. You're a talented group of people. You've worked very hard. No one can ever take that away from you. And no matter where you go in life, just remember this. The chips are up, the chips are down. Life is hard, life is all the way around. Just tell yourself this, because it's true. Jeff Goldberg loves me, because I do. And if you ever need me, you just gotta call. Because I needed you guys, and you were there. On that note, friends and audience, I don't want to turn this into such a personal cry fest. So I'm just gonna say good night. Thank you from the Jeff Goldberg Studio on behalf of these wonderful students. Thank you for choosing to spend your Sunday evening with us. Be safe wherever in the country or the world you happen to be. And keep supporting theater. Keep supporting actors. Keep supporting the arts. Because without them, we all lose. Good night.
Thank you, Jeff.
Good night, Jeff. Thank you.
Great show, guys.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Bye. Good night.
Yeah.